Okay. Says I'm live. So, yeah. If you're watching on YouTube, just scrub forward until stuff starts happening. We're going to give it a few minutes for people to come on in. And then we'll start showing some cool stuff and working on a page for the Scabby. Yep. Oh, I can get it out in a minute. Yeah. So, come on, peeps. Let's get in here. Put my phone up there. Hey, Bossy Butt. Did you notice, Bossy, I put hashtag in the description below. Hi, Terry Brett. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Anina. So hopefully this will work out good today. I kind of was drawing during Dee Dee's stream this morning. Hi, Brenda. Because I had the idea. I just needed to get something down. So with the wind chill, it's minus 47. Are you kidding? Oh my God, I'm going to quit whining. I'm not going to quit whining. I'm not going to. Hi, Joan. Hey, Kat. Dawn, Linda Rents. Hi, Missy. Hey, Dee Dee. Did you get your coffee? Hi, Tina. Tina, your mail is on its way. You're just going to have to hold tight until it gets there. Boo headed back home. That's sad. Hi, Rachel. All right, we're getting some peeps. Hi, Charmaine. So, yeah, oh, why do I always get pop-ups right when I start? That's stupid. Anyway, yeah, I got some fun stuff to show. So I'll just go ahead and start. I'm going to show these two last because they were the first two here. The other day I got up early in the morning and went out, and there was a package on my doorstep or on the ledge by my door. And I thought, well, I'm not expecting anything because I've been fairly good about not ordering anything. Well, you're going to say I'm lying here when I show you in a minute, so I'm not even going to lie to you. Hi, Alyssa, Brenda, Marguerite. But totally out of the blue, I come down, and there's this little package. These are so damn cute. And it had a gift card in it. And she said, use them as a paintbrush rest or whatever you want. But look they're actually chopstick holders. But remember Amy, Wolf Princess Amy, sent me these little cat, and there's 6 of them. And Dee Dee, look at me. I left them just like this so you guys could see how they're packaged. But they're little cat chopstick holders, but I'm going to use them as paintbrush holders. Look at how cute these are. Oh, come on. Work with me here. Work with me here. There we go. I'm trying to pull it out the wrong way. Look at. So I have a whole herd of cats. Are you kidding me? And they're not all orange cats. There's some white ones too. Hi, Angie. Anybody I missed coming in? Look at them. Oh, happy little cats. Look at this one. This one, hi, Debbie. This one looks like it's posing for a nudie cat magazine. Look at. They are perfect brush holders, right? So they'll have to, I'm going to have to start dusting them because I am going to leave them out. These two, yeah, they're like the centerfold in a cat magazine. Burt Reynolds' cat, exactly, Bossy. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at 6 of them. So, Amy, if you watch the replay, thank you. Thank you very much. They're not going back in their plastic now. But I did adult a little bit on these. I thought I got to leave them just like this. So, but they're not going to stay in their cage. They'll be out hanging with me. I might have to draw a bikini on one of them. Use my acrylic markers. put a G string on or something. Hi, Belinda. It's a clouder of cats. You're right, Brenda. I looked that up one year for Scabby. For a random useless fact. It's a clouder of cats. But thank you, Amy. That was so thoughtful and so unexpected. It was so nice to get up, run outside, and here's a present for you. So that was awesome. And then last week, wasn't last week I streamed with? No, the kids left that morning. Okay, so I forgot to show this last week, but I showed you guys the Bible that I had gotten, a yellow polka dot bikini, exactly Debbie Epps. Hi, Auntie Mame. But while Courtney was here, she was journaling in her Bible, and then I bought us those Bibles. And while she had been highlighting and journaling in her Bible, I saw these very cool pens that she had. And so I said, can I see your pens? And she showed them to me. And they're highlighters in the most awesome colors. Let me see. I did swatch them. Let me see. I swatched them in the Beast somewhere. Right here. Look at these crazy, unique colors. And Courtney had sent them to me. So I left them just like they were so I could show you guys. Hi, Kimberly. I did get you on the list, Kimberly. Hi, Ruth. So yeah, thanks, Courtney. Really, really cool highlighters for Bible journaling or anything I want. They will go in the build with the other highlighters, but I like them because they're square. Conquet. So that was a gift from little Courtney. And I don't know if I told you guys that I am back in the Beast. It's a little bit different. It's a hardcover Beast, but I'm going to be doing it exactly like my other Beast. 4 days per spread, and then just playing it whenever I want. These were the swatch of the grabby pens that I got. So yeah. So I've got a Beast, a square like me. Probably. And that's good. I'm cool with that. So I have to say, I'm happy to be back in the Beast. Anti-roll. Yeah. I have some triangular ones too, Brenda. But yeah, those are really cool. Nice colors. And what else? And then when Jill was here, she had started a 10-year journal. And she's using it to write down, hi, Barbara Clark, just a snippet from her day. And I have started one of these before, but it wasn't laid out like this one. And I'm going to do this to keep track of things that happen in the world, like the headline of the day, because over the last, I don't know, 10 years, whenever I could think about it, I wish I had written things down, conspiracy theories or whatever, that turned out to be true. And I thought, I need a place to do that. And so when she showed me her 10-year Bible, I was like, okay, or journal, I thought, okay, I'm going to get one. Now, I've written down little notes here to start filling it in, but I haven't filled it in yet. I did do the days of the week and what the weather has been. But I think like it's going to be so much fun, say a year from now, just to be able to see what happened a year ago today. Bye, everyone. We'll eat dinner, not my theme. Sorry. No worries, Anina. Go live your life. Be happy. That's what I'm all about. So, yeah, I might, depending on how this starts working out, I may show this to you from here and again. And I think Dee Dee's going to do something similar, only in a different journal. But I like this 10-year Mambo Jumbo hunky journal. And in 10 years, if I'm still alive, I hope I am, to see what happens over 10 years. If you're younger, I would definitely recommend doing something like this and choosing what, you know, what you're going to put in it, whether it's a snippet from your life, whether it's what's going on in the world, whether it's, in my opinion, conspiracy theories that come true. You had a person page pop up with a 10-year journal as a suggestion last night. Brenda, you're probably getting suggestions from me. It is, Dee Dee. I'm so excited about this. I really am. And I'll keep it out and I will write in it every day to the best of my ability. I know there's going to be plenty of days when maybe something isn't happening. But I'll find something. There's got to be something in the world. And then she's going to write hers every year in a different color. So I got the Bible pens too. Now these are supposed to be non-bleed, but I think they were over-ambitious telling you that they don't bleed. I did do one page in it for ink tests, I think, because I really hate when things bleed. Seems to me, wasn't in this one. Darn it. Anyway, I shouldn't have too much of a bleed problem in it. What was I working in that I was doing pen tests in? Probably the Beast. Anyway, so these cool multicolored Bible ink pen, just ballpoint in different colored inks. Mr. Pen, as a rule, makes pretty good products. And then the only other things that I ordered, because these ephemera books are ridiculously addictive, you guys. Oh my God, I can't stand it. But I've been really good about not buying every one, okay? But I did buy the Coffee Lover ephemera. I'm a huge coffee person. And this is a Kate Curry book. Yeah, Kate Curry. And it's just got coffee ephemera in it. And on one side, of course, you get the whole page if you want, or you can cut out each of the images. Not big on fussy cutting, so we'll see how I do with this. But I did like the images in this. And I kind of bought this. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, Dee Dee, do you have this one? I'm thinking I bought this sight unseen, but look at that sloth. He may end up in my Scabby journal because he is too cute. Hey, Z, there's a sloth. I like all the beans and everything. So these books. And I'll do like Dee Dee does. I put them in a plastic envelope and keep the pages that get ripped out and stuff. Coffee, yum, I know. You can't find the 10-year journal. There's several choices, Brenda. They're $35 in Canada. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Yeah, that's a little pricey. Geez, I think that would deter me for sure. But occasionally I can justify the $15 that they are here. And they are just $15 here. And then I did go ahead. They had multiple circus ones when I originally looked, but I have been using my circus one. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go look at the circus one. And I bought it. The thing about this one, though, and it was about the same price. But I noticed that about every third or fourth page is a repeat. So like this is a repeat of that. So I think you don't get as many images as you get in the Kate Curry ones. But I still like the images in it. I mean, there's some cool images that I will be using, I hope. And this has more background stuff in it, which is good. I'll use that for sure. So those were the two ephemera books. You started to buy the PDF versions. Yeah, maybe if I could just get, a few images out of it that I want, because I won't use all of them for sure. So I don't know. Maybe I should look into that. But anyway, then I did get some happy mail. I got this awesome piece of Dee Dee art. And when you watch it on Dee Dee's screen, they always look way cool. I mean, they do. And even like looking in my screen right now, It looks way cool, but it it's so cool just to get it and look at it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah, and then you can use it over and over, Joanne. True that. Dee Dee, thank you. Thank you so much. The little mouse, steampunky mouse, and I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. I do want to frame it. I might have to move the God Bless America and move it down and put my M up above that. It is gorgeous. Dee Dee just does such amazing work, and yeah, I love it. I can't even tell you how much I love it. So, and Raul got his too. Um, and then that day she was doing this out of that typography book. I thought, that book is so familiar. That book is so familiar. I think I've got that book. And so I did a couple days later, went and looked at it's a coloring book that I had. And sure enough, I had that book. I can't imagine that I would have that same book, but I did. So Dee Dee, thank you. I can't say thank you enough. And your squiggles, your moss is amazing. So I will be framing that. I've got to order a frame or go to Hobby Lobby and get a frame. We'll probably go to Hobby Lobby. I don't know. Maybe next week. I don't know. It's so damn cold here. I'm not going to complain, though, because somebody just told me they're at 47 degrees with wind chill. And then I got this really cool, oops, got my address on it, puffy bag. This came also out of the blue. Don't know where it came from. Don't know who sent it. So if you sent this to me, fess up, would you? Because this was just another nice surprise. Mail came and that little package in it. And it's got a bunch of different circus stickers in it. And I think it came from Etsy. And what was it called? About Circus. And it's got all these little washi stickers in it. They're awesome stickers. And I don't know if they're the same images that are in that book or not. I don't know. But so I'll be putting these in my Scabby too. So whoever sent this, thank you. Please fess up so I can, hate to brag, but it's negative 28 here. Oh my God. Oh, how do you guys do it? Look at that elephant. Now I'll pull you guys down a little bit so you can see the images a little bit better. Focus, you freak. There's a good one. So a bunch of different cool circus things. I'm going to do these today. So I don't know. And the name of the Etsy shop isn't even on it. Thick-blooded. Yeah, I'd imagine. Debbie Epps. Thank you, Devin. Hi, Adria. Carriage, merry-go-round. So awesome stickers. Awesome stickers. I'm addicted. Looks like Jack Nicholson. But he looks like the guy in my clown college, too. I don't think it is the same guy. And then you might get the same sticker in a different size. So very cool. Very, very cool stickers. They will get used. I do love these washi stickers, I have to say. Love the stickers. I've got to draw a lion. Well, I've got to color a lion. I've already got him drawn. But yeah, I got to do that maybe this week. Ugh. So there was a lot in there, I have to say. Tons of little stickers. Circus stickers for my circus book. Feathers. Yeah, so whoever sent this, thank you. Fess up. I want to know so I can properly thank you. You sent me a bunch of stuff. Was this one of them, Joanne? If it was, thank you. Unbelievably cool. And I can't get this back in the vellum envelope, so I've just left it like this so you guys could see. It was awesome. Hi, Pam. I hope I haven't missed anybody coming in. And then the last thing, Dee Dee showed hers this morning. Okay, that's not from you. Okay, so it's coming separately. Yay, yay, yay. And then this is from my friend Devin, also known as Bossy Butt. My dentist told me I needed a crown. I was like, I know, right? Devin, these are so fun. And that's her jelly print in the background, which that's why I don't jelly print because, yeah. And if I was redheaded, it would look like me. And then her Christmas card with her chair stamp and her stamp of Lucy. And she fussy cut everything and then wrote a nice note on the back. So thank you, Devin. And then a bunch of fun stickers and a napkin, which will go in the Scabby. And these, I think you probably included these for my passport journal. If you didn't think about it, they're excellent for my passport journal. Stickers of crazy fun places. Jelly printed over a collage napkin. Okay, well, it's very cool. Whatever you did, it's way cool. And I go to her stream and watch his stuff, but I don't always retain what she did. Awesome, though. And then the kitty cat stickers. Looking like she's posing for a nudie cat journal, right? Lucy on a chair, I know. I love that Lucy that she carved. I can't believe she carved it. And then Minions, which love me some Minions. Minions are, I think, just made for snark. Don't you think? Like the Minions should just be saying snark stuff all the time. So this stuff will be, they'll be appearing. The crown on the dog. Oh, that was a different sticker. Yeah, because I got a little crown on the cat. And hopefully I didn't show anybody's address. So thank you, Devin. Thank you so much. I'll be putting that stuff away here in a while. And then what else have I done? I finished finally the Japanese page in the passport journal. You'd seen parts of it. I think I had the koi fish. Well, I don't think I had it colored. I had it drawn. I hadn't done this page at all. So this ended up being, oh, I don't want to knock my drink off, but I need more room around here. So their national bird is the green pheasant, and it's called Kiji in Japanese. Oh, it's on the card? Okay, I'll have to look. And then just ephemera and different stickers I had from collecting through the years. So this was Japan. Oh, Dee Dee. Hang on. They're in here somewhere. I had to move them. Dee Dee told me I needed to include origami. So there's the page without the origami. And then I put a little see-through pocket on here for the origami swans. And I didn't have origami paper, so. But yeah, I'm having a ton of fun in this passport journal. I just love the passport journal. And then the next place I'm visiting is Morocco. And this was in one of the ephemera books that I bought. And I found this washi tape that I had. And then I did draw the flower, the bird, and the animal. And then just a couple of ephemera things that I have. So I did make the swans, Joanne. Dee Dee made me do it. Hashtag it's all Dee Dee's fault. But yeah, I looked up. I've made swans before. I've folded them 1,000 times. But one year in the Scavvy hunt, I made you guys do origami. I like origami. But yeah, I did make the swans. And if you do it right, this one, I think I have its head a little bit too forward. I should have pushed that harder back. This one will stand up. And they should stand up like that. But they're just going to be smushed in here. But I have to say, these little bulky things make it hard to work in the pages behind, so I have to move them a lot. But that's okay. That's all right. You have a nephew who's good at origami. He's in his 30s. Yeah, I like origami. I like the whole idea of getting the lines straight. Well, you know, it falls right in my wheelhouse. The whole origami, folding straight, measuring straight, whatever. I like that. Your husband makes tiny origami. Yeah, it's just a fun thing. So yeah, here probably, maybe, I hope next week I will have another page done in the passport journal, and it may take me a year or more to finish this. I don't care. But I was looking through some of my books upstairs, and look what I found. I had forgotten that I had this little atlas of the world. I won't be able to use probably anything out of it, but it does give you a quick overview of whatever country you want to know about. So I was tickled to death when I found this. I remember buying this. I just forgot that I had it. I do origami with a ruler. Well, the paper's cut straight, Duty. That's why you use a ruler, because you can cut things straight. And then the only other thing I've done is laundry, cleaning up this crazy ass house after company. Eating, we have been eating really well. That's one thing about winter, is I do like cooking better in the winter when it's kind of cold out and I can turn the oven on. And so we have been eating really good because I'm more in the mood to cook. You have a Pokemon origami book? Oh. And then we're back to Scabby. And what have I done? Oh, this was my keyhole page. I just used some stickers that I had. And so I got to use the keyhole, put a bird on it, butterfly. I don't think I wrote down the prompts. I don't know. But I like the keyhole page. Step right up. Going into the circus, step right up. So, yeah, this was a fun page. And the one I'm going to do today, I think, is going to be, it's going to be fun. Let's see if I've done anything else. I don't know if I have or not. Did I show you guys the Geographic page? I like this Geographic page. It's monochromatic. It's got doodles and Geographic. So that's all the prompts on that page. But I think I did this while Barbie was here. Yeah, I don't remember where I got those stickers. And I'm not a fan of the stickers because they're real shiny. I don't know if you can see it. But on the ones in here, I painted it with matte medium, so it wasn't, yeah, they weren't shiny. But I didn't paint these on top. But it was fun to draw the keyhole, and yeah, and so I did the Geographic page. And then this one cracks me up because I crammed all the prompts into one page. I think that's it. I think that's all I've done. But I'm cramming so many. Oh, and I'm going to use these, I think, today if I get that far. And this clear acetate, this is off of food that I buy. You know, like if you buy the cookies or cinnamon rolls or whatever in the deli, you get them in clear acetate. So when I saw this one and it was long, I thought, oh, I'm going to save that acetate. I have a use for it. So I don't save all the acetate, but I did save this, and you'll see why. Maybe today, maybe next week. We'll see. But that's where I'm at. And I don't know. I think I did count Okay, I've got 44 of the prompts done. I did count. So not quite halfway. And some of you people are freaks and are already done. I've got Peggy, Barbara, Kim Polton, and Kimberly on the list. So, I mean, if you tell me on some other social media or something and I'm not in the kitchen, I got to run in here and get you written down. So don't be afraid to tell me if you've told me and I don't have you on the list. You think you're about halfway done? Okay. Close to 40. Yeah, that's what you said, Joanne, that you drew your first coffee cup and you were really happy with the results. I think that's awesome. That's kind of what this whole thing is about. And then all I did back here was paste some of the extra balloons on from the pink and orange page. So where is a ghost peeking out? I don't see a ghost. Whoever told me there was a ghost. You've done 97. Terry, you should be on the list. All you have to do is 90. I'm going to put you on the list right now. 5, Terry Brett, because all you have to do is 90. Oh, you guys, overachievers. So yeah, keep working. You can get your name on the list. I've done 4. That's okay, Ruth. Don't worry about it. If you don't get it done, nobody's going to send people after you. So that's all my fun stuff. It's all I've been doing. Yeah. And so today I'm going to do, oh, and fun thing. When Courtney and Barbie were here, they used my Kuretake paints, the granulating and stuff. And Barbie went home and bought herself some Kuretake. Kristen's only done her cover. Don't worry about it. You thought you saw a ghost on the Geographic page. Well, let's look for a ghost. I like ghostes. Oh, this one here? That does kind of look like a ghost. That's funny. A ghosty. That is funny. Hey, Judy. So I drew this morning at Dee Dee's. I was paying attention, and Samantha is so freaking cute. She drives me crazy. But one of the prompts in the scavenger hunt is to do a page of houses, I think it is. And I didn't try and cram a bunch of prompts on this page. I just wanted to do, because I was laying in bed last night, because I was thinking, oh, I could do my page of houses tomorrow. And I was going to do it more Rebecca Kate Leach, a solo design type page of houses. And so while I was laying there thinking about it, I thought, no, for a circus theme, I'm going to do a page of bouncy houses. So this morning at Dee Dee's, while Sam was entertaining us, I drew what I think is what look like bouncy houses. So that's what we're up for today. And because it's so busy, and I was going to do it watercolor, I couldn't decide, do I want to use alcohol markers, whatever. But I didn't have bright colors in alcohol markers, and I don't like regular markers because they leave streaks and stuff. So I thought, I'll just do watercolor. So I drew this, and then it's kind of small, some of the areas, which is going to be a pain in the butt with watercolor. But then I took some watercolor pencils and kind of gave myself an idea of what colors I'm going to put where. So that's going to be the project for today. And let me get some of the colors that I'm going to use. Some of them I'll go direct from the pan, but for the ones that I'm going to use a bunch of the paint, I'm going to go ahead and get some out into a palette, because this thing's just too big to have sitting on your table when you're working. How do you jelly plate without a... Okay, Judy, and I'm going to have to buy some when I go to Hobby Lobby, but I saw somebody using a sheet of that fun foam, and they were jelly plating on it, and it worked out surprisingly well. So I was thinking next time I go to Hobby Lobby, I'll pick up a clean sheet of fun foam, but it's got to be one of the big sheets, you know, so you can spread your ink out. But we're going to try it. It's actually on my list of things that I need to do. So I'm going to do red, which I think I'll use this red because it is circus red. In my mind, certain colors are certain things, and this is what I consider to be circus red. And I told Barbie, because she got some of the, she got the graphite and the granulating Kuretake paints. I told her, man, those big pans are going to spoil you rotten. You'll never want to go back to a half pan ever again. Ever again. I know the blues in this cat. Oh my God, they're so delicious. Look at them. And you get a lot. Like, look at all those blues that you get. I think the colors, this is a 48 set. You get a good selection of colors in this 48 set of Kuretake. For sure you do. And then I think the yellow, I want it to really stand out. This is cadmium yellow. This is Oriolin. I don't know how to pronounce that, but they're both pretty nice yellows. So, but I want the yellow to be able to stand out. So that's why I'm not choosing lemon or one of those. Hansa yellow would be another really good yellow for, oh, look at the reds coming out. Oh, well, it'll be kind of orange. Shoot me. I want a green, so we'll do maybe sap green. And I've gotten so attached to these paints now that if I run out of these, if I can't get the individual pans, I'm going to be so bummed. You can use bubble wrap envelope as a jelly plate alternative. You can use bubble wrap envelope? Really? So I should save one of those Amazon bubble wrap packages. I think I actually have one from the other day. I don't need that much green, so. And the blue, I decided I'm going to use two different blues. So let me see which ones I had thought about. I think I'm going to use the turquoise blue because it's kind of circusy. I don't know what in my mind makes me think that, but and I don't think I need a lot of that color either because I'm going to have two blues. But I have to say, I'm not disappointed with these Kuretake. I wish I'd bought them years ago like Dee Dee told me to. And then the other blue, I think I'm going to use the darker Prussian blue. And these are laid out in the box just like my cheat sheet. And I have not moved them because if I laid them out, I would be laying them out different. But these are the way they came. I did the cheat sheet, and then I thought, oh, now I can't move things around. Or I have to make a new cheat sheet. And I just haven't had time or inclination to do that since. I can always get more of this, too. It's just easier if I have this out. And then I was going to use, I'm going to mix some of the black and some of the lighter gray for a couple of areas. But I want it a little bit darker than the than the gray that's available pre-mixed. So that should be plenty. So those are going to be my basic colors, and they look very circusy, don't you think? Oh, and I am probably going to need a darker green, but I'll come back for that if I need it. But that whole palette is just too big to have on your table when you're working. So here's my original art. Oh, I thought something dropped on it. I was going to say, how does this happen? But no worries. We're all good. All right. I've used silicone. I'm just reading chat real quick. And a 12 by 20 for monoprint, similar to gel plate, but a little different effect. Yeah, I think, you know, like I would try it on glass. Save those Amazon envelopes. Okay, Barbara, I think I've got one out there ready to go to the trash right now. So we may have to try that. That would be really unusual. All right, I think I haven't missed anybody coming in. If I have, don't take it personal. I'm just talking and keeping my brain working. All right, I think what I'm going to do, all right, I probably will ink this after I finish the watercolors, so I'm not going to lighten up my lines too much. Because, yeah, I like watercolor and ink, so, yeah, I think I'll just do that. I'll start at the top and go in yellow. So, yeah, I did kind of get everything caught back up from company. So, life is kind of back to normal, except it's so damn cold, I can't stand it. I am not happy in the cold. I'm really not. And I guess I feel like if it's going to be cold, go ahead and snow. But it's just too cold for anything today. I hope this comes out fun. But when I thought bouncy house, I was just like, damn, girl, you're so smart. You're the smartest girl I know. I have to say that because nobody else says it. Oh, and the little color swatches that I put on this are water-soluble pencils. So hopefully you won't be able to see where I've given myself. It's almost like doing paint by number. Now that has a pencil mark that probably will stay. Oh, well. Stuff happens. What are you going to do? And you'll notice these Kuretake paints are so bright. They're so pigmented. That's one thing I absolutely love about them. And I haven't, because I've just been busy with company and everything, I haven't really gone and searched for the hashtag. What's your temperature there? Right now, 22 degrees, mostly cloudy. You had 6 inches of snow. We got snow when, well, the day Courtney left, it was snowy and crappy here. I hated seeing her drive off. She's from Colorado. So she could cared less if it was snowing, but I think her dad and I were pretty worried about her heading out in that snow, because one thing she doesn't think about is I'm not necessarily worried about her ability to drive in the snow, but if you've ever seen an Okie drive in the snow, you will stay off the roads. It's like people in Atlanta driving on any regular day. So, yeah, so I was uneasy with her starting out. Plus, there's so many long stretches of road between here and Colorado where you drive miles and miles and miles and there's nothing. And I hated the idea of her getting out there on one of those long stretches and nobody around. She did have her dog with her, which made me a little bit more comfortable because then she wasn't going to freeze out in the cold alone. Hi, Jeannie. Hey, Artie Dar. I haven't seen you in a long, long time. I hope everything's going well in your world. If you're new, Artie Dar is a long, long, long time fib. Used to stream. And if you haven't been around Artie Dar, I'm doing a page for the scavenger hunt. I'm still hosting that. So one of the prompts was a page of houses. So this is my page of houses for the Scabby. Dee Dee's daughter gave it a new name, Scabby. And I'm doing this like a paint by number where I've kind of already assigned the colors, so I know if I've got yellow in my brush to just jump from thing to thing. Yeah, should save a lot of time. It is just like a paint by number. The only other time I can remember doing that, you know, assigning colors or something like that, was I was painting a flower one time. So I went in and assigned the shadow areas with a water-soluble pencil. I guess I could have just as easily colored this in with the Neocolor 2s or something. You love the Scabby? Are you doing it, Artie Dar? Have you been arting at all? I haven't seen you. Of course, I don't do Facebook anymore, but I haven't even seen you on social media. Because I don't do Facebook. Really, Instagram and Twitter is about all I get on the computer anymore. Yeah, my drawing leaves a lot to be desired here, but you get the idea. It's not exactly an architectural rendering. Is that all the yellow? I think I mixed a little bit too much yellow, but that's okay. I'll use it. Hi, Dana. Anybody else I might have missed? Belinda, did I say hi to you? You go out to paint once a week? That's cool. Dar. Hi, Zena. All right. That yellow up there has not dried. I got that one on a little thick. I think I'm going to pick some of it up. One thing about the Kuretake is if you get it on real thick, and I actually do like the effect of it, but it gets a real shiny, shiny surface. All right, I think I'll do some of the, I don't have many areas, I don't think, where the blue meets the yellow, so. I love these Kuretake paints so much. Then I went to Lena's stream, oh, it's been more than a week ago now, and she was talking about a brand of paint I had never heard of. And I wrote it down. I think it was called Beam. Never heard of it, but now I'm really curious because she said if she was independently wealthy, those are the paints she would own. I thought, well, I've never even heard of them. Oh, look at me. Put my fingers in the wet paint. I do it every time, you guys. Hi, Ruth. You love Kuretake too? I do. I'm so mad that I didn't buy these ages and ages ago. I love them so much. We're going to see how bad this drawing really is. I can fix it by coming down a little bit further on this side, I guess. I'm going to have to be doing a lot of correction, I think. Yeah, I can't keep anything from smearing, putting my finger in it. That's all right. It hasn't deterred me yet. One of the things, when I'm not painting on stream, I am good about getting up and walking away or setting it aside and letting it dry. But it's a little hard to do when you're streaming. So, yeah, I'm more inclined to do it when I'm streaming because I don't necessarily like running the heat gun either. And watercolors dry differently if you let them dry naturally. So there wasn't very much I was going to do in this dark blue, but I do love this dark blue. I hadn't assigned these two little things of colors, so let's go ahead and do them. Like banner flags. Now, I was good enough to get my hand in the paint again, so that's cool. Is that all the dark blue? I might need more of that later. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the green. And I don't know what made me draw these fall trees, but I think they're cool looking. And I'm moving from thing to thing to let certain areas dry while I move on to something else. Circles are kind of hard to paint. There was, I think, that area I had planned on doing green. I don't remember now. We'll find out. Oh, I needed a darker green too. I'll get it out last because I'll add some of it to this green ball here. My eyes are a little burny. Staring intently. You know what we could do that might be fun? Get a extra napkin. Oh, you have eye surgery tomorrow, Angie. Well, good luck with that. Robert's had both surgery on both of his eyes, and it came out amazingly well. When we got home, of course, he had to lay down for several hours after the surgery. But after we got home and we were staying at the farm in Bixby then, and there was a great big tree out, you know, just up next to the patio where we were sitting. And I looked over and he had tears in his eyes, and I was like, "Are you okay?" I was like really worried that maybe they were hurting or something wasn't right. I was a little bit freaked out. And he said, no. He said, it's been so many years since I've seen real colors. And he said, and I was just looking at that tree over there, and I'd forgotten that trees have individual leaves. Like his vision had been so bad that after he had this surgery, he could, he said, I can sit here and I can see the individual leaves, and the green is so vibrant. And it almost made me cry because you don't know what you don't know, you know? But he was just in awe of what that surgery had done for his vision. It made me really, really happy for him. So, yeah, don't be afraid of it. They do thousands of them, and they're really, really good at it. So, yeah. If you need the eye surgery, I would say get it. Dee Dee had eye surgery too. But they're very good at eye surgery now, so don't be afraid. I was very nervous when Robert was going in, but the doctor had said, kind of done that same whole thing with us, is I know it's scary when you hear that we're going to, you know, cut into your eye. Says, believe me, there's, I don't know, there were like 12 doctors in the building, and they were an eye specialist. He said, there's 12 doctors in here, and we each do 12 a day. You know, it's just like, okay. He says, we do this all day, every day. So I know it's easy for me to sit here and say, oh, don't worry about them cutting into your eyes or getting eye surgery. But the people that I know who have had the eye surgery, they're always unbelievably happy when it's done. So I would say trust your doctor and get ready to be absolutely thrilled when it's done. Fortunately, I haven't had to face that yet, and I don't know if I ever will. I don't have cataracts or stigmatism or anything, so in that regards, I think I've been really fortunate with my eyeballs. Now my butt and my mouth, yeah, somebody needs to do surgery on them. Now I want this red to be pretty good because I'm going to leave the white next to it, so other than an ink line, I don't have much margin for error. See, I got that little bump there, and I don't like that. Let's see if we can square that away. And I'm doing this very stereotypical colors, obviously. But if I don't do that, how would you know that it's a circus house? Huh? You're recovering from detached retina surgery and awaiting the cataract procedure. It must have gone well, Kim. I'd be so paranoid having my eyes cut into. I'd probably have to be sedated. Thanks, Dee Dee. Yeah, I don't, if I didn't know that they did it so regularly that it's just, it'd be like us picking up a paintbrush or something, they do it so often that, yeah, nothing to worry about. And the recovery time is surprisingly, I mean, Robert had to lay down for like 3 hours, and I think they told him for a few days, don't lift anything over 10 pounds, but the recovery was just so easy as well. So don't freak out. It'll all be fine. Oh, I put red on red. That's not good. That's all right. I'll try and differentiate between the two. That was not thinking. And if there's a little blip in the line, I'm not going to worry because I am going to ink this. So, and I think I'm going to ink it with a fine line. So I have a little bit of margin of error, but not much. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I never tried contacts, always wear glasses. Yeah, see, I couldn't put my finger in my eye. And I never had vision that I had to worry, that I needed it all the time. I have a special pair of glasses for distance, so, and I only wear them when I leave the house. I mean, I never wear them around the house. But I do need glasses for up close. But they only work for about 13 inches, arting and reading. Otherwise, I don't have to wear glasses. But I had to wear glasses for distance since I was a kid. I remember my first pair of glasses. Because none of the kids I knew had to wear glasses. So I felt like some sort of freak. And lo and behold, prophetic. Yeah, Dee Dee, you can wear the trifocal. I tried the progressives. Is that what they call them? Where they are graduated. They made me feel drunk. I could not wear them. Felt like the stairs were moving. Yeah, they didn't work at all. I kind of wish they had. And I did these bouncy houses with kind of curved walls, so I hope you can tell that, because that's going to be the only thing to indicate. Well, and I'll put some highlights on because they're made of plastic, but yeah, that's the only way you're going to be able to tell that we're talking bouncy houses here, just knowing that somebody's approaching my eyes to cut slice. I know, right, Belinda? I don't know. I think they put something over Robert's other eye, so he didn't see him coming after him. I don't remember. It's been many years ago. And the surgery is held. I mean, yeah, it's still worked out really good for him. So lots of red in a circus, you guys. I might need more of that red. Ah, look at that. I'll have to cover that up with ink. Yeah, it's looking okay in the camera. This one I definitely have an issue with. How do I want to do that? I think I will. Hang on, I'm going to alter my drawing real quick because that to me is going to be really noticeable. Yeah, I'd rather have it lopsided that way. So now one thing you don't want to do is brush it at this point. I don't mind if it's a little wonky. I just don't want it a lot wonky. But bouncy houses are kind of wonky, so I can get away with that, right? We didn't have bouncy houses when I was a kid, so I've never been in one. And our kids, I don't think there were bouncy houses when they were young either. I don't remember ever seeing them. And now kids today walking around feeling all deprived. Hell, you got bouncy houses and drinks in boxes. We didn't have that crap. We had hoses and a bed. There's your bouncy house, butthead. My circus ones. Okay, hang on. I got to go. Are you going to add stickers to it? I don't know, Dee Dee. I don't know. Maybe when I'm done, if I have a clown that's small enough or something. I really hadn't thought that much ahead. I literally thought of this last night when I was laying in bed about what I was going to do today. And then drawing it while you and Sam were streaming this morning is about as far as I've gotten. But down here, I could maybe add a clown or one of those lions or something. Because, yeah, I hadn't thought that far ahead. You're ahead of me, girl. Settle down. And then I came back in afterwards and added the balloons. Because all I literally had thought of is, oh, a bouncy house would be good. And I don't have to be quite so precious here. A gnome clown, Belinda. That would be fun, wouldn't it? A gnome clown. I'm going to give that some serious bad boy thought. Exactly, Kristen. Jumping on the bed before Mom could catch you and kick your ass. Yeah, that was pretty much my bouncy house as well. We did have my brother had a bedroom in the basement that unless Mom was down there doing laundry or something, she didn't know what we were doing down there. So I think his bed got jumped on a lot. But the beds upstairs, nope. Nope. Mom could hear you. I think I like this better now that I'm getting some color on it. You know what? I should write that down about the circus gnome. That is a really cute idea. And I wouldn't mind having a circus gnome. Gnomes are pretty simple, actually. So it really would be more just dressing him like a clown, which isn't hard either. You'd probably come up with that right off the top of my head. And you can turn anything into a clown by just adding a red nose to it. And white face paint, thanks to Devin for reminding me. Thanks, Belinda. You had to took your brother for stitches for jumping on the bed. Yeah, parents are not as stupid as we think. I mean, there's probably good reasons they had those rules that we hated. You'll end up with a poked out eye or 4 stitches in your head. Or laying on the bed. I did get taken to the hospital for, I'm going to do a black mark here. I was laying on the bed sucking on a BB bat sucker. Does anybody else remember BB bat suckers? They were taffy on a stick, and I was laying reading on my bed, and my brother was jumping on the bed over me. Felt certainly safe to me, but I had stuck that taffy into a point, and he fell on top of me and jammed that pointed taffy down into my throat, and I started bleeding like I was going to die bleeding. And my mother didn't have the car that day, so they had to run over and get the neighbor to rush me to the hospital to save my miserable little self. So yeah, probably not the most brilliant thing you can do. And my brother was probably cheering that I would bleed to death because we plotted each other's deaths daily. Now he's my BFF. But if I could have killed him and gotten away with it, I would have happily done that. Teeth ruining candy. Taffy, yeah, I know. Oh, Brenda's in chat singing. You and Barbara need to pal up and do a duet. I may be sorry that I did quite so much red. I don't know. We'll see. But red to me is circus color. So here we are. I'm going to have to take this sweater off. It's getting really warm around here. If I wasn't going to ink these edges, I think this whole thing would look really funky. But when I get the edges inked, I think it'll be okay. This feels just like a paint by number because I've got all the little areas marked. I think I've watered that red down so much now. I'm going to add a little bit of pigment back to it. I'm going to move that out of the way. Is that the one that I did? Nope, that's the one that I did. Probably wouldn't matter, to be honest. They're not that different. Love these big pans. All right, that'll get me a little bit down the road. Somebody's tweeting at or texting me. Let's just check that it's not Dee Dee or something important. Ooh, somebody's really sending me a bunch of stuff. Oh, my neighbor is also. Oh, okay, got it. I'm going to go over a couple of those areas where I thinned it down too much. I don't like them. Oh, come on, get a straight line there for Pete's sake. All right. This I definitely want darker. You guys maybe can't tell on the camera. I don't know. Like this, you can tell that it's just lighter. It's not as vibrant. So when I get the red done, I'll be almost done. A lot of red here. But looking in the camera, I don't know, those of you who don't stream, when you look at the camera at what you're working on, it looks so different than it looks on your table. I don't know why, and maybe it's an optical illusion or something. I'm not really sure, but I can look over in the camera and see problem areas like immediately. And I would bet anybody who streams would say the same thing. Your stuff looks so different on the video than it does while you're working on it. And like where this yellow and red is meeting up here on the tent, I probably will not outline in an ink. So I have to be a little bit more careful on stuff like that, you know. Dee Dee's saying, yeah, that you just looking in the camera makes you see things so differently. And I don't know what that is. I always think it's like an optical illusion. It's almost like seeing that picture that Dee Dee sent me of the M trees. It was awesome looking on camera while she was working on it. But then to get it in your hand and see it firsthand, it's just different. I don't know what it is or why it is. Oh, now I've got that red next to that red. I still think I want them red though. Or do I want to do them in the blue? I could do them in the blue. Okay, I think I'll do them in the blue because I've already got so much red on here. We'll see if I can erase some of that red that I had drawn. See, I could just cover that screw up just with one layer of paint. Awesome. Okay, you think the camera flattens it out? Is that what it is, Dee Dee? Look at Belinda's going, watch out, you're getting Belinda, I've done it so many times, doesn't even hardly faze me anymore. I'm good. I'm good.
Want some fruit?
No.
How do I say
Hang on just a second. I'm going to have to help Robert.
Okay.
Give me a second, Robert. All right, hang on, you guys. You're welcome. All right. Have to set that boy up, man. He doesn't know how to do squat with electronics. Just saying. Yeah, this is lots of red. Well, I've been, after I finished Japan and I started working on the Morocco page in the passport journal, I do go out and read a lot about the country that I'm going to work on. I obviously go and see stuff that tourists go see and what's the best thing to do, what's the best thing to eat, and what are they best known for exports and stuff like that. Other than some of the food, the Moroccan food I had tried, I didn't really know anything about Morocco. But they're huge into rugs, textiles. Their largest export, believe it or not, now this kind of surprised me, was phosphate. Bye, Angie. Go have a great nap. So it's been really fun learning about these countries that I knew nothing about. they have, Morocco has deserts and mountains. There are ski areas in Morocco. If you'd asked me that, I would have said, no, you're not going to go skiing when you're in Morocco. Sure enough, you can go skiing in Morocco. So I have to say that's one of the things I'm really enjoying working on that passport journal is the things that I'm learning that I never would have guessed. And who would know that over 50% of a country's entire income can be from one particular mineral? That's crazy, right? So I don't know, you guys. If you want to learn about something, it's a good way to go about learning about it. And I went into this not knowing that I even wanted to do that. But I have to say, it's one of my favorite things about that whole thing. I mean, I like doing the drawing and finding the ephemera and blah, blah, blah. But I have to say, learning that stuff has been eye-opening. Hi, TJ. Yeah, I never would have thought skiing either. But when I was looking at tourism, one of the things, another thing, which I didn't surprise me necessarily, but camel rides. Of course, they're right there at the Sahara, so that's not probably that surprising, but that's one thing that they cater to tourism is camel rides and then ski areas. Who would have thought? I can't remember the name of the mountain range there. Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. But as a result of that, I ended up, and I took geography in school, and I was a fairly good student at most things. I mean, I was consistently on the honor roll. But I was looking at that whole region, you know, and I probably could have named a handful of countries in Northern Africa. But then I got looking at the makeup of the population, religions and stuff like that. Northern Africa, you want to talk about diversity, go do just even a little bit of reading. And I'm not doing a lot of research, you guys. I'm literally reading whatever Google or whoever sends me this stuff. But I have to say, I was surprised at the thanks, Artie Dar. Morocco has the second oldest ruling dynasty. Exactly. So many things that just kind of surprised me that if you'd asked me before I started doing this, y'all would have thought I'd flunked out of any kind of geography in the world. There's so much stuff we don't know, you guys. So I'm glad I'm learning it now. It's been a ton of fun. And I think one of the things that helps, which will not surprise you guys, I'm sure, is there's so much information just available at the tip of your fingers, you know? Like I'm not having to go to the library. I'm not having to check out a book. I'm just reading whatever Google sends me. Who says want to go to Morocco to ski? Exactly, exactly. One of the countries that I've been intrigued about for several years, of course, it's in the news quite a bit, is Dubai. Dubai, I don't think has real mountains, but they have literally built indoor ski areas where you can go to Dubai and ski. But it's all indoors. It's remarkable. But no, this is true real live ski areas in the mountains in Morocco. And I would have said, you're crazy. It's a desert. Yeah, well, surprise, surprise. All right, now let's do the I'm going to have to probably work on this. Well, I could probably do the gray down here. And I did do a big area of gray. But that's okay because I probably could cut out a couple of the clowns or whatever. I actually could do stick figure clowns is what I could do. But I'm going to do this a road out in front of the bouncy house town. That's why I wanted the gray. Because, yeah, I can put stickers or whatever I want down here now. I did draw these straight lines with a ruler, Barbara. I even thought to leave the white lines in the road. So stupid. Just checking chat real quick. All right. Checking to see where I can get my hand in some red paint. I hope I have enough gray to finish because this truly is a custom mix and I'll never get it the same. I'm getting dangerously low. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Not even going there. What, the custom paint? Yeah, I'm not really wanting to go there my own self. It is going to be close. I'm going to have to mix some more because I've got a couple other dark areas on here. But if I could just get the road done, that would be awesome. Guess I could make these trees bigger so I have less area. I'm going to have to mix some. Ugh. Dumbass. Let's just do it so I can bitch about something. Was a little bit of black. And a little bit of gray. Should have put the gray in first so I wouldn't contaminate it with the black, but whatever. All right, we're going with that. Now I got it. Oops, too dark. All right, keep your fingers crossed. That's probably good enough for government work. That's our problem. We've got that saying, oh, it's close enough for government. Oh. All right. I'm going to paint upside down. Look at, I've dropped a little bit of water on there. Wish I hadn't done that. And I did the openings gray. So like on a bouncy house, they're gray so that you can just go right in, right? All right. And then I start with that one. I am not the brightest bulb on the marquee. Putting your hand in the red wet paint. Does it look wet? It's actually a sheen that the paint has. So it looks wet, but it's not. But if I'm lucky, there'll be some wet gray that I can get my hand in. Because I'd hate to go through one whole stream and not screw up at least 3 or 4 times. You know what I mean? I could put some little stick figures of kids in there jumping. All right, I was going to say there's a window somewhere that I left. I was going to work on that Morocco page today. But I've actually been doing anything that I draw or color in there. I've been doing it with colored pencil because I don't want the pages all warped. And watercolor on that paper would definitely warp it. So I thought, nah, I'll do something different. But I'll do that one day if you guys want. All right, that's looking cool. I like it. It is a bouncy circus, Barbara, for my page of houses. I did a, oh my gosh, I did it again. I did a page of bouncy houses. And then, depending, and I've still got quite a bit of time. So, let me make sure my brush is good and clean. You get that black in your brush and pain in the neck to get out. All right, I'll just paint this one upside down real quick. Come on. But yeah, I might draw some stick figures, little kids inside the bouncy houses. It would be fun to live in a bouncy house town. Oh, I'm glad I'm going to ink this because some of these connections are really bad. Like really bad. And I haven't decided yet how I'm going to do the sky behind the bouncy houses. I might just get out Neocolor 2s and do it that way. You're making your circus a big tent. Will that count for a house? Yeah, Barbie. The thing about the scavenger hunt that I'm especially proud of is we have no rules. You get to make up your rules. If you want your houses to be big tents or big tops, I'm all for that. You can bend the rules, you can break the rules, because there are no rules. And that's the best thing about it. I think it's the honor system. So I trust you guys to interpret any of the prompts any way you want. As long as it's fun, it counts in my world. I'm not big on rules in life or anywhere else. So I don't remember you showing us the finished balloon page from last week. Oh, okay. Yeah. I did put it on Instagram, so a lot of people have seen it. Let me move this so I don't make a big mess. That was the finished page. Send in the clowns. I like how it turned out. I really do. You don't have IG, yeah. So, yeah, I don't mind you asking at all. You'll figure it out, Ruth. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with the way this one came out, and it's got butts on some of the balloons, and orange and pink had kind of thrown me, you know, like what am I going to do with orange and pink? And so by starting with the magicals, I think made it easier for me because they're so kind of free-flowing and magical that literally anything you did on top of it would have been fine. But yeah, I ended up liking that page. The one I like the least so far is the trapeze page. I'm not thrilled with that, but whatever. You're not going to love them all, you know? I don't know how many years I've been arting, but I've been arting a lot of years, and I still sometimes just am not thrilled with what I create. I either didn't give enough thought going in, or I didn't execute like I expected. But who cares? Kept me happy for a day. So there's no downside there. All right, that's the sky. I can do this blue. Oh, okay, that's actually going to end up being green. I think the bigger areas in the background I will just do with Neocolor 2s. See how that works. Trying to remember to do the edges of these a little bit rounded so it looks like they're filled with air and kind of bouncy. That circle will be better after I outline it. I suppose I could have introduced more colors, but I think no matter what you produce, really, I think limiting your color palette is a good thing, actually. So originally I had this with red, but I think I'm glad I put it in blue. Got a couple of things to fix on here. Okay, hang on just a second, guys. Okay, you guys, give me just a minute. I'm going to go help Robert. It shouldn't be longer than a minute. And if it's something I can do, I'll fix. If it's not, I'll blow it off. But hang on. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. The boy is so electronic challenged, I swear to God. But fortunately, I have enough brains for two. When they came to set up our new system on the TV, this is how much I've spoiled that man. He wasn't paying any attention at all. And I was like, you need to be paying attention. Oh, you'll do it for me. So here I am. No one's looking, make a mess. Hi, Angela. All right, hopefully this will be enough blue to get me finished. Needless to say, he still can't run the TV. They are, and you know, part of the problem, Bossy, is you get so much junk hooked up to him. You know, like he'd gotten off the input, and I know. Well, another thing that happened was we had 4 TVs when we set it up, and so on some of them, your main input is HDMI 1. Others, it's HDMI 2, but you don't know which is which. I know which is which, but poor Robert, if he gets off the input, we're screwed. Or he's screwed. I know what to do. But yeah, anyway, I got him back on track, so we're good now. But yeah, if you get like a DVD, a game system, and a bunch of stuff on your TV, you're screwed. Now, I didn't put all that stuff on his TV. That's on my TV. But yeah, whatever. And normally we don't have the TV on during the day, but he did want to watch the inauguration. And I chased him out of up here. I feel bad if he's been down there struggling with it this whole time. That's probably why he punched every damn button on the remote. I already punched that. I punched that. I punched that. Oh, God, I'll never figure it out. You watched the inauguration? Yeah, I watched part of it in between Dee Dee. Now that blue is that looks like ultramarine on the camera. That is turquoise blue, you guys. That's so weird that it's such a different color than it is in real life. I will if it comes out worth a damn, I will put this on IG. Your friends are singing at the inauguration? How much fun is that, Zena? All right, so this, I was thinking in between like the front houses and the back houses, I was thinking I was going to do that green. I was going to do, I think what I'll do, all right, that's all dry. I think I'll go ahead and get this wet. Should have thought this out a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to do this. With the same green. I didn't get it wet enough. Oh well. Because I don't think you want a bouncy house on asphalt, you know? So I got to get them some grass. So when they fall and break their head, it only hurts and it doesn't crack their skull. I think it would have been fun to be there, not in the cold, but I think it would have been fun to be there. I like the pomp, the pageantry, all that stuff. I love it. I think it's valuable for the country to do stuff like that. I'm going to get some darker green on my palette here. I think I'm going to go with a sap green dark mixed with a little forest green. But yeah, I think it would have been fun to be there. And I'll have to watch some of the replay later. But I don't like to miss a stream day, so I think I'll do this back here. Oh, that's a blue that I missed. I can go back in and add it. But I think I'll go ahead. I'm going to have to work upside down for just a minute. I'm going to have to go in here and do this. So I definitely want it darker than those little trees, though. And I think I'll put the trunk of this tree in with acrylic after I'm done. Because trying to paint out like that little space, that's ridiculous. I have tools I can yeah, I can just go back in there. I did look the other day. Somebody in Dee Dee's chat or somewhere the other day said that Sharpie is coming out with some additional colors on their acrylic markers. So the other day when I was down at the Walmarts, I checked it out and they only had the original set. So I don't know when they're due to come out, but that's exciting. I don't remember if that set had a brown in it. I'm going to look in just a minute because I'm going to use it if it does. Got to be careful that I don't paint the wrong thing here. Oops. Look at, I dropped some water up there. That was really stupid. Let me see if I got some. I always keep a pile of napkins and stuff like that. I'll have to fix it. Here on the table for when I do stupid stuff like that. Because I do it a lot. Okay, the green balls stick out from the darker green, so that makes me happy. All right, let's see what else. This can be a little patch of green here. What did I originally think that was? It's all going to be green. I had a line there, but I don't know what it was. this in green. What did I originally think there? Don't know. This is actually coming out darker than I thought, which is fine. I mean, circus colors are dark and vivid, so no big deal. But I don't know, going in, I think I had it envisioned a little bit different. All good, all good, all good. Okay, sweet. Negative 33 in Canada. Oh, you guys. I don't know how you do it. Is that with wind chill? I thought the coldest surface temperature, and I could be wrong here, but it seems like I remember reading that the coldest surface temperature, just air temperature on record, was in Fairbanks, Alaska. And I think they said it was negative 58. I thought at that point you ought to just cut off your toes and fingers because you're not going to have them at the end of the. Yeah, it will be. I think I'm going to get out the Neocolor 2s for that. But then with this darker green, I'm going to add some of, or oops, why did I do that? I'm going to add some forest green and make it a little, quite a bit darker than that other green. And we'll put, I just did this for interest in the front here. And I wasn't necessarily concerned if it looked real at all. That was not part of my thinking. It was more just break up the front of it, because I had originally thought, oh, I could do kids playing or something. And then I thought, what are you nuts? But I might put a clown sticker or something on there. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not unhappy with it. I'm cool with this. Very childish. And at this point, you could go back in with your acrylic markers or whatever and add whatever you want. You want more decorations on the bouncy houses. Yeah, at this point, now your imagination is the limit. A lot of times I don't think of stuff while I'm doing it and working on it, but I don't have a problem going back later and altering it or adding or whatever. All right. I think that's all I needed the palette for. Oh, I was going to use the dark blue one more time. And do this flag. Is that everything? I think so. Nope. One more thing. Now I've got it wet, top, bottom. Got it wet all over. I'm going to hit it with a heat gun, and then I'll get out the Neocolor 2s and color in that sky. Okay, and there I need to fix that red over there. I'll just straighten that whole thing up. I wanted a little bit of white there, but yeah, oh well. All right, now I'll let you guys. Janet Summer in chat had asked if one of those tents will be first aid tent for us clumsy folks. It should be. Have you missed a bit? Bottom tent on left. Bottom tent on left. Oh, that one that I just did, Terry. This I left blank. This I left blank because I'm going to do some balloons in there. This is going to be sky. One thing I could do at this point if I didn't want to fussy around all those balloons, and I'm not sure I do, to be honest, but I think I'm going to, is just cut out some circles on sticker paper and put the balloons on top of it. But I think I'm going to add them anyway. All right, I think I'm done with this. I will save that until this is completely done, in my humble opinion. And then I'm going to, oops, what did I do now? There we go. Whew. Thanks, Artie Dar. I'll put this over here. Hopefully you guys can see it. Pink is obviously going to stick out against the primary color. Tents, right? So we'll put a pink balloon here. Circles, you painted. Okay, good, Terry. Thank you. Always watching out for me, that Terry. You know, the one color that this set does not have a lot of, but it's true of all watercolor sets, so I'm not picking on Kuretake. Their selection of purples, you only get 3 different purples, but look at all those blues. But yeah, just 3 purple selections. So yeah, and I think their neutrals are a little bit lacking. But if you like vibrant colors, Kuretake's great. But I think they could have expanded a little bit on the neutrals and given us a little bit more purples. It's a dirty job, Terry, but you're the man for the job. All right, we'll do this one purple. Hopefully it'll stick out against that blue house. And the balloons are not going to be attached to a kid. They're just going to be balloons floating out. Ew. Stop it. I wanted to pick up a little bit of the paint. I didn't want to pick up all the paint. I didn't want it quite that dark, but I think I don't have a choice. That's okay. Is TJ taking off? All right. Bye, TJ. Yeah, I've got the Art Nouveau set too, Devin, but I wanted this bright because it's a bouncy house, you know? All right. Let me do I'm going to hit it with a heat gun first because I'm too far along now to have to go back and make a bunch of corrections, you know? So let me hit it with a heat gun. See if we can set these colors. Heat gun. Hi, Starla. Hi, Dorothy. Okay, another thing about the Kuretake paints, can you see some places where it gets a little shiny? That is the nature of the paint. And I could probably prevent that by mixing my paints a little better. Hi, Tina. Yeah, Devin, I get it. But yeah, for this, no neutrals needed except the gray for the street down in front. But I think I'm just going to get a Neocolor 2 and a bigger paintbrush probably. And I honestly don't really want to go around those circles, but I think I'm gonna have to. Okay, so let's see, a good sky blue. This is light blue. Okay, Neocolor 2. I bitched about this before, and I'm gonna bitch about it again. And next time I touch them, I'm gonna bitch about it again. Okay. This is the end that they've kind of sharpened for you to use. Let me get one that I haven't started tearing yet. Okay. And then it's designed for you to use this whole thing, right? Where did they put the name of the color? Right up here. Well, on this one, obviously, I've used it quite a bit, and I'm starting to tear that color name off. That is so annoying. Oh, you went to your brother-in-law's funeral, Dorothy. I knew you said he was pretty bad, so. Well, I'm glad you got to go anyway. So, yeah, Neocolor 2, you've got plenty of room down here at the end of the stick to slap that color name on. If you could do that for me, I would definitely appreciate it, okay? With a bitch here and a bitch there. Okay, we're going to use this light blue for the sky. This is the cheater way to do this. And I'll probably go ahead and do those balloons that way too, because I have a much better color selection in the Neocolor 2s. I love Neo 2s. Honestly, I can say without hesitation, these are probably some of my favorite product. So versatile. Yeah, they're awesome. Pricey, but very worth it if you like water-soluble products. All right. Just go up that little edge right there. But yeah, I highly recommend the Neo 2s. They'll last you forever, and you'll find yourself grabbing them commonly. I do. I use them in the Beast a lot. I just use them a lot. Like on this, I could just as easily have done this with watercolors out of the Kuretakes. But at this point, I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit. All right, and then this will be sky here. I'll leave that out. And then I will get a little bit bigger paintbrush. That one might be a little bit too big. Probably is. You want those watercolors? Save up, Brenda. Honestly, save up. I don't think you'll be sorry. They're, honest to God, so versatile. You get a good color selection. And even if you can't afford to get the big set, I don't know, I would say probably even the 36 set would be valuable to have. You're going to get all your basic colors and a few extras that would be beneficial. Neocolor 2 did not scrimp on the neutrals. You get a ton of grays, browns, anything to, you know, to finish your painting. I just feel like whoever put it together did a really, really good job. And whoever came up with the formula, better job. But see how it's just so much easier? I don't have to load my brush. Give it a second to dissolve in the water from your brush, and you can spread it out really nicely, really easily. It's just like, for something like this, it just makes your job so much easier. Now, because I've got watercolor on there already, the danger, and you can see it's happened up here, the danger is that it's going to reactivate anything that you get up against. I'm not that worried about this. Now, if I was working on a painting that was more precise or was for anything other than the Scavvy, this would probably not have been my go-to solution for the sky. But for this, perfect. And by getting a bigger brush, I have enough water stored up in my brush that I'm not having to dip it a lot, and I can spread that pigment really nice. And that's just things you learn as you do it, you know? Excuse me. My throat got dry, I think. I gotta stop and take a drink. Or I inhaled spit, I don't know what. Anxiety Art Adventures. You're Laura, aren't you? It's good to see you. You've been cross-stitching and doing diamond painting, haven't you? I occasionally see you come across my IG. Now, to me, that sky was so much easier than doing it from a pan. And if I didn't want to go around those circles, I would have just spread it with a baby wipe. You spit-sucking art and woman, you. I am, yes. Okay. That's what I thought. All right, that's a good enough sky. Now we can pick out some fun colors. And do those little balloons. I'll ink it a little bit. Let's have a magenta balloon over here. They call this purple. Yellow orange balloon. Do another orange one over here. Do we want a red one? 99 red balloons. Looks happy and cute. This is like a Ustream reunion, you think? I already got a pink one. Got a purple one down there that you can't tell is purple, so let's do a different purple one up here. This is like Parma. I don't know what it is. They call this mauve. I would call this Parma. All my colors go back to a Prismacolor. And then we'll do a big malachite. And how rich you want your color is how much you press, right? I'm trying to do these so they don't come out too light, because balloons are, they're bright. So by putting a lot of pigment on there, I can move it around. And they should stay pretty bright. Other than the orange, it looks like I've eliminated where I went inside the lines. Oh, I forgot one. That's a really, really nice yellow. All right, what other color balloon do we want? Yeah, this is the big set of the Neocolor 2s. I don't know that you need it. There's a lot of colors in there. You can tell that I haven't used that much. I do use my Neocolor 2s a lot, though. I really do. Do you need a pat on the back to get that water out? I need something. Somebody to beat me to a bloody pulp or something. We'll do another green one up here. And another thing I would recommend, like for the Neocolor 2s, and I did this early on, well, within a year, I think, of getting them. Having them out and available in something where you can grab and use them will help you use them more. You have a sad little 12 set. I did like green, Terry. 12 will give you all of your basic colors, and then if you need to mix them, Barbie, you can, you should be able to mix them and get quite a few colors. Barbara's going, I had my hand up first. I did read your mind, Terry. All right, let me hit it with a heat gun. And I'll do a couple little things and maybe get some inking of it done. Let's go ahead and put the, oh, I don't like the browns there. Hang on. I'll use my acrylic. Dee Dee, when you dumped out your grabbies this morning, man, you about broke my brain. I'm not kidding you. And other than swatching those, I have not used them at all. And I'm scared to take them out of their holder. So I don't know. They'll probably stay in there forever. But yeah, there should be a good brown in here. And yeah, I agree with you, Dee Dee. I wish they had put the number on the pen itself. I think I'll do. But Arlene had said, why don't you just write the number on the cap with a Sharpie? So if I ever take them out of the order that they're in according to the swatch sheet, I probably will. The 84 count set is 127. Yeah, they're pricey, but I'm kind of the opinion that sometimes if you buy some nice product, you won't be sorry. And it's $127 that honestly will last a lifetime. And the Caran d'Ache you can buy individuals. On these, Joanne, these are those grabby acrylic markers, extra fine tip that Dee Dee had talked about. I got mine before her. She ordered hers first, but I got mine first. And they come in that many colors. How many was it? 48? Yeah, 48 colors. So most products, you could get away with the 48 colors just fine. You've had your Neos for 5 years? Yeah, I don't know. I've had mine, I'm sure, much longer than that. All right. Now, the thing about using like your acrylics over watercolor, the watercolor may want to pick up and move. I don't think it's going to mess with your, yeah, see that purple? That looks like a black balloon. Just looks like a blob on the paper. Let's go ahead and reactivate that and see if we can pick some of it up, because I really did not want just a big black blob on the page. I could be really sorry that I'm doing this, but we're doing it anyway, because I really did. I want it purple. I don't mind if that one edge stays a little dark. And then the other edge, put the highlight on. That's fine with me. But yeah, I didn't want a big black blob there. All right, let's see. On the orange one, I'm going to do the shadows just because I got them out now. So, all right. Hopefully I'm not putting my hand down. Yeah, it is annoying to have to pull out that swatch card every time. Ooh, I don't have a good green for that. Caca. I'm going to go ahead and use the watercolor for this shadow. We'll smear that out a little bit. Not much, though. All right, and then the purple. Let's see what kind of purple we got. Yeah, we'll just do the dark one. God, after hearing what you guys pay for the ephemera books, I don't even want to know what Amazon Canada charges for stuff. That freaks me out. Let me see quick if I want to move that before it dries. Am I able to do that? Now, one thing do not do that I just did, do not use your good paint brushes on acrylic. Neo 284 on sale, 204, regular 236 on. Man, that's enough to give you a headache, isn't it? Whoa. And green shadow. All right, those will be good enough. Let me smear them out a little bit. Maybe hard to tell what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to get a shadow on one side of the balloon. Yeah, the shading it with a darker color, the Neo colors too, is definitely a better approach. All right, got them all, it looks like. Get out my white pen. The white pen from Dee Dee is still working awesomely, so I'm still not unhappy with them. Is that it? I will add the highlights on the bouncy house later. All right, let me do some quick inking so things can kind of stand out. Yeah, they are really nice white pens. Most of your color books will hold up to water. All right, I've got the biggest mess here again, you guys. What do I want to ink it with? I think I'll use the eye needle. I don't know, it has never said what size this nib is. But it's a little bit thicker than the Jetstream, which is 0.038. So this one I would guess is going to be 0.05. I'm going to do part of it, and if I don't like this, I will get something else out. But this should work well. On top of the watercolor, I'm hoping. Well, let's see. Some pens are a little testy about writing on top of watercolor. I might have to get out. Yeah, see, they're all just not liking it. So the one that will work for everything is a microperm. This one's only 0.3. This is why I didn't go to this one absolutely first. And this one's about running out of ink, I think. All right, now I'm going to get pissed. And I might end up getting out a throwaway pen. That's 0.5. Definitely don't want that. Let's try this one. I'm trying to use up these Zig Millennial. I like them, but I've got so much better pens now that these are the ones I'm calling throwaway pens, because if I end up throwing them away, don't care. Thanks, Belinda. Yeah, this is not wanting to work at all. I may have to get out a dip pen. Oh, that will annoy me. I will find something that works, I promise you. Good old Sharpie. Generally will write on anything except watercolor. I need to order some more of these Sharpies too. I think I gave my last one to Robert. All right, what I thought I would do is go back and add, whatever doodles or whatever I wanted on top after. I did the painting, put in details, All right, looks like Sharpie's going to be the pen of choice. All right, so now you can kind of see how it'll end up getting finished. Now the stripes between, like on here, I'm not going to do those I'm not going to put black between those. I'll leave those alone. Because I think black would look weird there. Good old Sharpie to the rescue again. I got an idea really quick. There's a little stick finger in there jumping. Putting black out really makes, yeah, it does, Joanne. And there's certain types of art that you'll do where you'll know that ink, yeah, pen and ink is the best way to finish it. Claudia Nice, if you like watercolor, Claudia Nice put out a series of watercolor books. Let me see if I can see one. Yeah, they're like watercolor, pen and ink. And she does beautiful work, and I love her work. But there's a lot of things where pen and ink on top of watercolor is just so appealing. I don't do it with everything, but yeah, it's a great way to work. And if you like the looks of Draw Your Day, they do the same thing. Watercolor with pen and ink on top. It's just very pleasing. I like it. And on this, if you want nice crisp edges, it's about the only way you're going to get some really nice crisp edges. Hi, Lindy. Did Sister come in? Hi, Sister. Yeah, but with watercolor, it's one of the few ways you're going to get nice crisp edges. And this, to me, just seems like one of those instances where you need some nice crisp edges. I did fairly good with the watercolor, I will say. But this will just crispen it up a lot. I think on this one I will go ahead. Because on this one now, if I wanted to make it look dimensional, which I'm not going to do on this one, but if I wanted to, I'd go ahead and add some gray underneath those so it looks like it's casting a shadow. I don't think I'm going to do that on any of this. I'll look at it later and decide if I need some shadows. I'll do some shadows, but Black ink will cover up a lot of icky mistakes too. You really have to look for the kid in that one house. I'm going to put one in this one too. Hi, Beth. Hey, Cat and Paste. All right. I may go back and crispen those up. I'll just see when I'm done what I end up feeling like. Oops, move the lights further away. All right, and I'm getting fairly close to the end, but what I'm going to do, you guys don't need to watch me go ahead and outline the rest of this, but when I paste this in the scavenger hunt book, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and then you can see it when I actually do it. I'll find a page like here. I'll slap this in the book, and then this page I'm going to cut out and use these acetate for windows. I don't know how wide I'll do it, so that when you look at this page, you'll be looking through a window. I'll put a frame in here. I'll draw a frame somehow. And when you look, you'll be looking out a window at the bouncy house over there. So it ultimately is 2 pages, and will fulfill the 2 prompts. Where's Waldo? You found a Lego clown? How lucky are you, Pam? So yeah, this will be the looking out the window page, you know, like she's looking out her. That's why I put the road in there. So it looks like you're looking out a window from your window across the street at the bouncy house neighborhood. So that's where this is going to end up going. I'll probably finish it in the morning. And whatever the paper is on here, it won't look like that tomorrow. Draw a keyhole. Barbie, I already did a keyhole. If you came late, there's my keyhole page. Step right up. And I'm pushing my lights further and further away, so it's getting darker and darker. But there's my keyhole page. So now I just need my window page, which will be these 2. And I was so tickled when I thought to save that acetate so that I could have glass in my window. But that's what it'll be. And I don't know, I may end up writing a quote on it. Who knows? I mean, I could add almost anything to this, for real. And I will be adding some highlights to the bouncy house. And I probably will add a little bit of shading. I don't know yet. But like here on these humps, come on, white pen. I've been bragging on you. Don't give up on me now. To make them look dimensional, just add some highlights. This will have a highlight, say, along there. All of these awnings will have little highlights. But highlights and shadows I normally do very last, so it won't look quite as flat as it looks right now. Thanks, Artie Dar. yeah. So, oh, and then the only other thing that I'll add while you guys are here is to each of these balloons. Oops, come on, pen. Give the balloon some little strings. Thanks, Cat and Paste. Yeah, I love that people enjoy the scavenger hunt as much as they do. Yeah, that makes me feel good. And if it inspires somebody to do something they've never tried or use a product that they don't use or whatever, I'm all for that. In this big block of red, I had thought I would beg my white pen to write. But I'll probably do some skinny white stripes on this, so it's not just a big block of red. So you can kind of see that there's still things left to do. And I'll end up letting this dry and then going back over it again, I'm sure. So yeah, when it's done, it won't look quite as flat as it does right now. Yeah, the stripes will add a lot. A little bit of shading will help a lot. And like on these trees, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'll probably take maybe let's see. Here's I'll give them a little texture. So, yeah. It's the little details at the end, And usually I never get through so that y'all get to see this. So it was never my intent to leave them great big green balls. Nice thing about Sharpie is, or the Crayola, say I didn't like the dots, I'm going to leave it dots. But if you wanted to go back over this now, all you have to do is add a wet paintbrush or a water brush, go over these green dots, and you could smooth them out just by adding water. But you got to get your base down first. So I'll be adding a lot of detail, I think. Yeah, I did. You just can't see it. Can you see the trunk? The trunk's in there. I probably need to take do I have a brown pen here? I should have a brown pen. Yeah, here's my brown pen. Probably go ahead and add dark to one side. So, yeah. So there's still a fair amount of little detail that I'll add and then put the whole page together, be done with it, and go on to something else, right? All right, you guys. I'm going to go catch up on the news that I missed today. I'm a monkey clown now. I wouldn't mind having a monkey clown, Artie Dar. See if you can't fetch one up for me, okay? Yeah, it'll be fun. For a quick drawing at Dee Dee's this morning, it came out okay. I'm not unhappy with it for sure. This is what you do when you have no real plan. You just throw something together. You draw something. do it together and sit here and talk to you guys for 3 hours. All right, you guys. Again, I know your time is valuable. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Do something fun, unexpected, and go out and be kind. Try not to kill people. It's a challenge every day. I know. I go through it. All right, you guys. Love you. See you. Bye.